What's going on, everybody? For the last couple of weeks, I've been on FMLA, spending quality time with my son that was recently born and my wife, and I have not cut a single hair on my head, as you see. So today I'm going to do a full haircut tutorial. Roughly yearly, a man would spend about $800 to $1,800 a year on haircuts. That's crazy. You know how much stuff you can buy with that much money? Well, anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna do a full haircut tutorial and step by step. So just enjoy the ride. Okay, starting off, I use Wahl's detailers, and I also keep other utensils around like a comb, a pick, especially if you have nappy, coarse hair like I do. You want to make sure you pick all of it out so it does not hug the clippers. Very important. You also want to have a mirror in the back of you and a mirror in front of you so you can obviously see the back of your head. And what I'm doing here is that I'm using the back of the clippers so I don't cut off extra excess hair that I don't want to cut off, and I'm cutting off the BBs that's kind of sticking up from the fro, so it'll give it a more smoother texture when I style it. Give it a round shape. Okay, now with the Wahl's liners, I'm gonna put a curvature to where my sideburn starts so that when I start making my taper, it will give it more of a round curvature when it goes into the fade. Okay, now with the half guard, I'm gonna go up 1 inch where I made that curvature to start my taper off. Knock down the excess hair with the comb. I'm gonna use my 1.5 guard to go up another inch or two to bring that taper up a little higher. And then I'm gonna jump down to the 1 guard to knock out that middle line there with the taper. It'll give you more of a smooth transition. All right, now you just copy the same thing with the other side. You're used to using both hands when you're using your clippers. When you're cutting your taper, it's not going to come off. A lot of hair textures is not going to come off on the first swoop. So just go back and forth over it with the same guard, and eventually you'll start seeing those excess hairs coming off. Now, approaching the back of the head, you want to use the 1.5 guard, just to knock down that excess hair to give it that smooth transition from the taper. And I'm just going to start with the line in the back. Don't press too hard. Don't put a hard line into it so that you won't be struggling trying to fade it out later on. And now I'm beginning my line with the dragging motion down right where the taper starts. Now back again with the half guard. You want to do the same process you did with the side of your head, but now with this one you're going to use guard by guard. So that's go ahead and move it to 1 guard, and then you're going to use the 1.5 guard, and then continue buffing at that dark area meeting the light. You want it to have a smooth transition, so don't get discouraged. Just keep cutting at it. You'll start seeing it even out. All right, starting with the most important part, the hairline. Start in the middle of your head right here, and then continue to duplicate that line all the way across. Do not raise it higher than that line. With the sides, you don't want to put too much of a curve in it, but put a slight curve so that it will just meet the top. And then optional, you can just come back through with your liner to knock off that bulk, that brim that's on the front of your hairline. Then I just come through with the shear work, just cut off that excess hair that sticks up. You want that round basketball look. And yes, I'm using my clippers on my face. I can't use a razor because for some reason I break out, so I'm just going ahead and just use my clean clippers and just go ahead and line it up. Now, we're beginning with the styling. I've wet my hair with water first before I start putting gels in it, so it would just give it that moisture that it needs to work with the gels. I use my Ultra Glue that holds my hair in place. Use my net. It's much better than sponge because it doesn't leave excess little little sponge pieces in your hair. And once I'm done twisting it, I blow dry it to knock out some of that excess water in it. Don't worry, it will not completely dry out. You have gel in it. And then I individually untwist every little knot that I see in there to give it that curl pattern. Takes a lot of just, getting used to it, and knowing your own hair, knowing your own hair texture. Okay, now there you have it. Yo, I hope y'all all enjoyed the haircut tutorial. We are back at it. Videos coming soon, of course. I'm gonna continue my comedy like I always do for fun, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Oh yeah, wait a minute. This full length video will also be posted on my YouTube. So do not be shy. Come through, drop some likes and subscribe, please. Please.